last session, as a party, you traveled from Valaki, believing yourselves accosted by the town guard. However, as you were leaving, they didn't seem to recognize you. And thusly, because the Burgermaster seemed weakened in his position of power, you decided that you would return to parley with him. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, a turn of events on the road has caused what can only be described as a siege to be beset Valaki. And at the closing of last session, words were said about several different options about how to deal with the Burgermaster and how to save the town, or not save the town. Some people were all for letting it burn. Let's see where we are at this moment. We kick off a mile outside the town gate.
Right.
What do we see?
Well, you can hear quite a disturbance just a little bit south in the woods, right around here-ish.
Map's still loading in. There we go.
Right around here-ish.
Okay.
Irish.
You're a mile out. I know there's not room on this map.
Yeah.
We're just pretending. What do you plan to do?
I'm still walking towards Valaki.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're ahead of us.
Oh, thank you for the clarification of where exactly Hirish is. I appreciate that.
Just wanted to make sure everybody understood that was Irish.
All right. Oh, I'd like to set up a home in Hirish.
Yeah.
All right. So we.
So far it appears that nothing has breached the tree line.
Nothing yet.
Now, is there any alarm? Like, has the city responded at all? Are there bells going off at all?
Roll perception.
Roll perception. Okay.
Do we
You're
all?
a mile out. You're a mile.
Because if they're a pretty vigilant town, they might notice something like that. And
Do you want us all to roll perception?
Go ahead. We'll just take the highest and consider them.
Ooh, 17.
Quite full candor with the rest of the party. Everybody gets to know.
Oh, that's nat 20.
We've got it. Oh yeah. So, Klug, your sharp eye, as you flip a coin, it descends and you catch it a foot in front of your face. And as your focus expands beyond it, you see that there are people running in the streets beyond the gates, and they're carrying large bundles, frantically moving about.
I moved up the festival.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no!
Save the town with a big bird.
Jesus Christ!
Oh no!
God
Oh, no.
damn it! All right. Well, we continue on.
Okay, I'll take it. All right, so I catch the coin and kind of looking, almost like I'm looking through it. I'm like, they've got a bunch of wood. You don't think they're gonna start burning that, do you?
Yes, I think they are.
Oh, great. Everything I told that tree's coming true. Fantastic. I look at the team. Well, we talked about waiting, so we don't look like we lured them in. We can't really stop the people at this point. Do we want to get closer to the wall?
It seems there's much chaos. I think we could slip into the city.
Let's stay a little bit away from the southern forest, though.
Let's approach and see. Let's reevaluate once we can get a really good look inside.
I agree.
Let's continue on for now. Huh?
I'd say if we go in and we go attempt to, well, we make it through the gate, we go up and go the north side all the way back until we can get back to that inn and talk to them about it.
Sounds good. All right.
All right. You're circling around to the north side?
No, we're going towards the gate. We're going to see. We're going to like. So what are these buildings? What are these buildings out here?
The poorest of residents live beyond the gate.
Gotcha.
Ramshackle buildings, mostly abandoned.
That's their-ish.
Yeah, darish.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go approach the gate until we can really see what's going on inside the town, and then we'll make an assessment there.
All right. As you approach the gate,
We're still trying to keep concealed, if that makes any sense. We don't want to
notice-
approach. Okay.
there's no guards at the gate. And under threatening skies, a parade of unhappy children dressed as flowers trudge through the muddy street, leading the way for a group of men and women that are supporting a hastily made 10-foot diameter wicker ball with sun ray motifs
Where is
crafted
this?
from.
Hey, can you
it's just
repeat?
right
Were those
here.
happy or unhappy children?
Unhappy.
Very unhappy.
Oh, that's
So-
interesting.
So the gates are flung open so we can see straight through them, and there's this procession happening just inside the town.
Yep.
But there's kids looking unhappy.
And they're walking towards the center of town or towards us?
They're walking towards the center of town, as far as you can tell. Yes.
No, it's significant that they're looking unhappy because that was the whole thing. If
every
you're unhappy, you're
house-
punished.
Every house from the poorest farmer all the way, as far as you can see, has onlookers on its stoop as the ball is borne towards the town square at the center.
And how big is that ball again? I'm sorry.
10-foot diameter.
10-foot diameter.
Oh, Jesus! It's being carried by children!
Is there anything inside the ball?
It's unclear. It's unclear. It's very thick wicker. You could make a perception if you were
Oh,
closer.
no.
If you were closer.
All right. Well,
How
I want-
fast is the procession going? Just kind of a
Super
drum
slow.
pace, or is it a
They're
upbeat?
trudging. They're trudging. They're trudging.
I'm gonna try and get a little bit closer and get a look, see if it's a solid wicker ball or if it's hollow.
Walks Among Stars will like put a hand up, indicating that he would like your attention, and he'll say, "Plays with coin. Wait."
I wait.
He'll turn and he'll reach for the same instruments. He's used them once before. A bit of I think it's fern. No, I think it's a pine burrow or something. And he'll begin to do his little chant once more, and he'll shake his little sprig of pine in front of each of your faces and bless you all with the quietness of his druid craft. And as he finishes up his incantation, he'll say, "If you stay to the shadows and are not directly seen, we can go without worry of detection.
I concur. Let's get inside those walls.
All right.
I cast Pass Without Trace.
Awesome. And you're gonna just march straight through the open gate.
Well, we have to be hiding. So we're going stealthily, but like ninjas of yore.
Okay.
Like whether we're actually stealthily or not, we appear to be ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's just, I mean, it's plus 10 to stealth, so whatever that fucking means magically. Like, that's incredible. Ridiculous. I don't even know what that
Who has the lowest dex in the party?
Probably me at -1.
Anybody else with -1?
Just checking. Hold on. Where is dexterity?
It's one of your main attributes.
Oh, no, yeah, not me. It's you.
All right.
Wow.
I would like you to roll stealth weapon.
Oh boy. Do I get advantage or anything?
Sure, we can give you advantage on that.
Perfect. 18.
Oh no!
That's a strong roll, sir.
I mean, it wasn't a nat 1.
18.
It was a
That's
2.
excellent. I know it wasn't a nat 1.
Okay.
Two modified down to 1 is.
The
Yes.
advantage was
almost
from the chaos of the situation.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it,
and the
GM.
fact that one of your members is using
Yeah, he's got like heavy
using
armor.
that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, 18.
It's always got to be the least
Yeah,
stealthiest.
that is an 18 on the board as written.
Yep.
Yep.
18.
Yeah. All right.
Posed by.
Uh,
We don't know. We'll never know.
You're not sure if anybody sees you as
Was
you
it a DC? So we slipped through the gate at this point, thinking that we've been unnoticed.
Let's go north.
Along
Okay,
the edge.
so where exactly is this ball at the moment?
It's passing this intersection, continuing along here.
All right.
With remaining
I,
about, I would say 300 feet ahead of you at this point. Okay, maybe a little bit farther than that.
Jesus
1,000
Christ.
feet. 1,000
I
feet
got
ahead
you.
of you.
Okay.
The scale was
Yeah.
not
So, so you guys want to move kind of quickly along, like
I want to book it and catch up to that thing.
What?
like that? Is that what you're
Why,
thinking?
why do you want to catch up to the ball?
Because
See what the
if
fuck
we can
they-
do something to it before they burn it, then we might be able to get things thrown for a loop.
It'd be easier to book it if you go behind the houses, though.
It seems as though this mad Burgermaster intends to do his ceremony here today. We should
Okay.
sabotage it if we can.
Okay. I'll start booking it behind the houses. As we pass the church, though, I'd like to cast my my spell again. My divine sense.
Okay.
It's the one that told me that it was desecrated ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you indicate how long is that active for?
Hmm. As an action, you wear his forces until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
6 seconds.
Yeah, so while we're passing the church, I want to catch some of the courtyard too. So I'll probably cast it right about here, because I want to see the cemetery, the church, and then I'm going to look at the party.
All right. Yeah. Who are you looking at?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Mm-hmm. I want to make sure this thing's working.
So.
So I should be I should be brilliantly radiant.
Yep. You are.
Tieflings are not any of the undead or fiend or celestial.
That's right.
So I'm guessing everybody is blank. You know.
You'd see a little bit off of me, wouldn't you, as a warlock?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's very
it's-
technical,
It's
D&D.
very technical.
Yeah.
This particular ability, and it doesn't tell you the location, just the presence. Correct.
The thing lights up.
The thing lights up.
Hold on. Until you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead. Okay, I thought it was. I
Oh,
imagined
two.
it. I imagined it more of like a
There's no
detect
celestial
magic.
fiends or undead. There's no
Wait,
celestial
wait,
fiends or
are you
undead.
sure? Are you sure he doesn't detect?
But within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as within the Hollow spell.
Am I sure? Are you indicating your character should be one of those things?
No, I was just fucking around.
Okay.
Because I know the exact
Now-
location of it.
I'm trying to get a ride out of
The
West.
exact location of what?
Any fiend, celestial, or undead in that 60-foot radius.
Yeah, there aren't any.
Okay, but I will be able to detect this. The second part of this here, I'm just going to do this so you all
used
can
it
see
last
it.
time. You
Yeah,
used it
the
last
second part of this allows me to detect ground that is hollowed or consecrated or hollowed or desecrated. So that's how I detected the church was desecrated
Yes.
ground.
So there's the presence of desecrated ground is felt.
Okay, no consecrated ground.
No consecrated ground. Yeah, that's not a single patch of consecrated ground.
Okay. And for flavor text, it kind of lights. So it's like if you were looking through heat vision or something. So instead of like brilliant white as I shine in my vision, it's a dull red, like a very, very ethereal red that's glowing around the church.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just continue on. I just wanted to double check that. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
You can see anybody who's looking sees my eyes turn the brilliant celestial white. And then they go back to regular.
How's that stealth going for you?
Fine.
I was about to say the same thing.
Seeing as though I was behind a church when that happened, probably fine.
Go ahead and roll that dice one more time there, Sir Davish.
Sure.
Any advantage for taking the back roads?
Need
Well, it's
it.
a 25,
Need it.
so
Doesn't need it.
Fucking 5. Holy
Damn.
shit.
25.
Yeah, it's because it's got
Ah,
plus 10.
if anybody looked at me while I was doing it, I just looked like one of the headstones. I'm fine.
Looks like a freaking firefly.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Look past that
25
trace,
is
it's
not bad at
It's
all.
not bad. It's not
Alrighty. So you guys, where are you at now?
They want to get to the Wicker Man. I just want to get to
Yeah.
the pub.
Yeah, the pub is
Are we
where Clue's
splitting up?
interested in
Are
going.
you splitting up?
No, God, no.
We could probably
Alright.
wait at the pub till
Go ahead
the
and
Wicker-
move your token forward a bit.
Party.
I'd say the pub first, because we can find out a little more information, and then basically rule out if the wicker ball is.
We could split the party, have somebody follow the guy with the wicker ball, or
Well, so there's like
We don't even know if the trees are going to get here and win right now.
if
Right, and the Wicker Ball is going to pass the pub soon anyway, so just get to the pub and then wait for the Wicker Ball to show up.
well, where is the pub? Is it this? Is it this orange one here?
Yeah.
It's the pub. Okay. And the wicker. So there's like, there's some kind of, it's like a procession of children. Was it just children?
Children and adults. The adults are carrying the wicker ball, and the children are dressed as happy flowers, even though they are quite
They look very
unhappy
uncomfortable.
children. They
They
look
look very
quite
uncomfortable. All right. Were there any like armed men amongst this?
You haven't seen the guard yet.
They haven't. They, okay. Well, I think I know how I could spoil this fucking procession pretty
Okay.
easy.
Well, enlighten us, good sir. So here.
Sorry, I was clearing my throat there. Did you
Okay.
want me to actually answer, or did you want?
Well, what I want to say is, bear in mind, maybe crushing their morale is not what we need. I don't know what you have planned, so what does Walks Among Stars say?
Oh yeah. Well, so Walks Among Stars liked Shadows' idea, so he'll turn and he'll say, Horde Song, I think I know how we could disrupt this procession. I can assume the shape of a wild rampaging beast and startle the townsfolk so that they let go of the large ball. At which point you could then set it aflame, as they're trying to handle me. There will be no blood, of course.
Unless there's someone in there.
Well, in that case, perhaps we will free them.
I was just figuring if I can get close enough, like, so if we do end up meeting and beating them up to the inn there, we take a look and see if there's anything happening between the houses, between our point and the inn. All I need to do is just reach out and touch that, just ever so slightly, and that thing will light up like a torch in darkness, but no fire. I can make it be its own brilliant light. So if they're going to burn it, if it starts emitting its own light as if it were on fire, that would preempt the need to burn it, correct?
Would that not seem as though the Burgermaster's ceremony had brought on miracles instead of ill omens?
But the ceremony hadn't even started yet. They were just taking it to the ceremony.
I don't think we can disrupt the ceremony if we're going to make what we want to work. Because we need to sow doubt with the Burgermaster. So if
Would it not
the
so
events
doubt?
unfold
How
while the festival's
heavy
taking
is?
place,
How heavy do you think this wicker ball is? Like, if you think it's within 5 pounds, I could whisk it away
We're
pretty
moving.
easily.
10-foot wicker ball now, probably more than 5.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Davish is going to be like, everybody, concentrate. What Walks Among Stars is saying is true, and what Klug is saying is also true. We need to sow doubt. But his plan is not as bad as some may seem. If the ignition of that ball were to bring on a mighty beast to destroy the town, it will see as though that the Burgermaster has brought nothing but ruin with this event. What we must do now, unfortunately, is prepare this city for war against the trees. This event's only getting in the way. And isn't it odd that we haven't seen the town guard?
I imagine they await with the Burgermaster wherever this ceremony is bound to take place. I would be far more exposed if I were to make my presence known surrounded by guards than I would now.
That
Agreed.
said, they push the ceremony up, so maybe they have taken notice of what's happening in the forest. In which case, the guards
Card
are
on the
likely
play.
to get on the south
Job.
wall.
That's Executioner.
All right.
Xavier looks around. He raises his hand up. What we need is a distraction, some rightful entertainment. I can distract them all with all eyes on me, front and center, ahead of the group.
Sir Davish will look at him with like that nodding sensation, like that's not a bad idea. But let me do it, or I can beat a hasty retreat better than you can.
shall the rest of us proceed to the pub and see if we have allies?
Work on that wicker ball.
Wicker ball going.
All right.
Are
Are
we
you
able to
following it? Have you been following it?
We've been moving the whole time. We're moving quick.
All right. You're moving along with the ball. Are you trying to catch up?
But we're trying to overtake it.
Trying to catch up? You've caught up at this point. You're in the back of the procession.
We're trying to overtake it to the inn, I believe. And there was discussion about disrupting the procession, but it sounds like nobody was interested, so
Yeah.
How are the people viewing the Wicker Ball's passage? Are they joining? Are they watching? Are they sad? Are they
Yeah,
happy?
the people at their doorsteps, at the stoops, many of them have smiles that you've all seen before as they watch
The
procession.
forced smile. As it, I'm gonna hold my quote unquote action until it starts going until we find where the Burgermaster is.
So are they going real slow? Are they going like a
Funeral march.
funeral march pace? They're going real slow, so we can
Real
overtake them
slow.
easily,
You
get
can
past.
easily overtake them and get past them to something else if you wanted
Right,
to.
how much time do you think we could get ourselves at the inn before they arrived?
Before they arrive in the town square,
Yeah,
you think there's about 15 minutes before they get to the town
there's
square.
about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So we could conceivably we could make it to the inn and back to this crossroad before they had rounded the corner.
Yeah.
If we were
They
quick.
still have another 1,500 feet to go. You can get there in a minute or two. Yeah.
Let's go.
Through the buildings to get there too, so we don't even have to follow the road.
Yeah, we're just walking behind the clean up some of my drawings. Okay. So we'll book it. We'll book it then. We'll get ahead of them and get some more information. We know that they're coming. I'm gonna peel off right before we get to the inn and pile in and slip into like this alleyway here and get a peek into what's going on in the town square.
This one right here. Okay.
Yeah, just like in between those two.
Yeah.
Just a quick peek at what's going on with.
Okay. Let's have you roll perception as you sneak up to the end of that building.
Take a look in and see what's going on.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Reception.
Character sheet, core. Let's roll fucking dice. Come on, don't fuck with me this time. Don't fuck me. Hey,
That is a proception.
Yeah. All right. So
Da-dun.
yeah. You see from the end of the building that there is a reason why the town guard were not at the gate or in the parade, and that is because they have ringed the town square all over here. They're all arranged in a half circle, basically, waiting to receive the march. And in front of each of them is a man or woman or child in irons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and like right as everybody's like heading into the like I'll just slip off ahead real quick and take that peek, and then I'll try to head everybody off as they're heading to the inn, and I'll say I'll turn and I'll say man with sword.
Yes.
This procession, it is heading into the town center, where the entirety of the garrison is arrayed alongside of prisoners, perhaps for sacrifice. This man is a fanatic. He believes this ritual will cleanse his town and protect him from the threat from the south, which comes now. If we do not stop the procession and interrupt his ceremony, I'm afraid the sacrifice is at hand. I can do the interruption myself and will, with or without your help.
I'll put a hand on your shoulder and I'll say, walks among stars. Let me try something first, and if it doesn't work, you can help me with the interruption. Let them go into the pub. Let's take care of this, okay? I've got a plan. And I'll lean over and I'll say, Tados, go get the information from the pub. Walks among stars and I have to save some people. And we'll start walking into that alleyway with you.
Well, I'm heading to stop the ball.
Yeah, that's. Oh, you're heading to stop the ball.
Yeah, because he's a fanatic. So if the ceremony doesn't go the way he thinks it needs to go, he can't make the sacrifice.
Oh, gotcha. So I will bid you best of luck with the ball, and I'm going to start walking towards the town square.
Okay.
I will also head towards the town square as well.
Okay,
All the
so
while I will be filling a quart of oil.
We're doing a massive party split here. This is
So they can take care of the pub. You can take care of the ball, and I'm going to try and either scare or convince some reason into the Burgermaster.
You're gonna go talk to him directly, huh?
Correct.
Do you just have a tongue slip and say Murder Master?
Yes.
Would it be helpful if I disguised myself as a guard and accompany you, Sir Fish?
It's going to be dangerous. And if it goes to pot, I will not be staying around for long. So the best thing you can do is stick with the rest, get some information from the pub. If you hear a commotion and can come help, then by all means. But this has to be the way it is for right now. I appreciate the gesture, though.
Motherfucker. Oh my god.
All right. Let's go in order of least likely to find confrontations. We're gonna do the pub.
Gotcha.
All right,
I like that
I'll be here for a while.
Who all is
So-
going into the pub? It's Tados,
Klug.
Klug, Xavier, and Shaytun. Correct?
No, I was heading towards the alley.
All right.
I would
We're gonna
enc-
go for the alley. All right.
Okay,
Just Tados, Xavier, Klug.
I have preparations to make.
perfect.
All right. As you guys step through the swinging oak door, you come on an empty establishment. The Blue Water Inn is devoid of all patrons. There doesn't seem to be anybody in the main tap room.
Okay, take a quick look around. Does it look like there's been any kind of a scuffle or like they were taken against will?
You don't see any offhand. Roll perception. Or investigation. Sorry, I should have said, but that's fine. Yeah, you see no signs of a scuffle that you were looking for.
Okay, I'm gonna book it upstairs and see if either of the kids or the innkeeps are upstairs.
All right, yeah. You ascend to the suite level where you stayed last time you were here. Search the rooms thoroughly. They're all empty.
I gotta remember the owner's name. Client. I'm looking. I'm sorry. I'm backing through my notes here. Breakfast. I think I completely skipped writing down the inn owner and wife's name. It's not Nikolai. No, Nikolai and Carl
It's-
were two other people.
It's Erwin and Danica.
Okay, I'm gonna call out for probably Danica first, and loud enough to be able to penetrate floorboards, but not screaming loud enough that they're going to hear me outside across the street.
Okay. Yeah. So there's no response right away. Do you persist?
Yeah, if she doesn't respond, I'm going to call out for Erwin or for the two kids.
Yeah. Any louder, or are you still using caution?
Still going to use enough caution. I don't want people that are in the procession to hear me and come in here.
Okay. Yeah, there's no response.
All right, I'm going to go back behind the bar.
Okay.
So, and I'm gonna start. What do I have? I've got hand axe. Right, I'm going to take the back end of the hand axe, so it's not the sharp edge. I'm going to start tapping on the floor and on the wall to see if I can hear a hollow spot where there would be a trap door for safety.
Okay. Yeah. You. Well, let's see. I think I messed that up.
I mean, if they were offering us my theory behind this, if they were offering us sanctuary and safe haven, then they had to have a place to be able to hide us that the Burgermaster wouldn't know. And realistically, if you're going to own a bar, the safest place is going to be right underfoot where you can just drop and get the fuck out of sight.
Exactly. All right. As you're tapping, there's a noise from behind the barrels, and you see one of the children, Brahm, peeking his head around the corner.
I'm going to put my hand up to my face and tell him to be quiet. And I'm going to very quietly ask him, "Where's Danica?"
The family's, we're in the basement. As we do during the festivals.
Good. May we come down? We have to ask information of your parents.
Yes, follow me. And he gestures for you to go through the door to your north. It'll lead you around through the behind the wines secret door. And you do too. You do so.
Okay. Where are your parents?
They're just down here.
Okay, so follow him to his parents and try and figure things out.
All these layers. So many. All right. As you get around here and you find yourself on a landing in what seems like a horse stable. There's a ladder down into a lower section, at the bottom of which you see Danica and Erwin are sitting at a table with their two children.
I'm very happy you are not out with that clusterfuck out there.
Ah, I see you've returned to our lovely inn in times of happiness, he says, ironically.
Well, our goal is to make it a little bit happier so that the people outside don't continue a ritual that will kill people. Sacrificing is not necessarily the way.
He frowns. Kill people. I wasn't aware that the Baron planned to kill somebody this time around. How have you come to this?
What's he done in the past? Sent them away to never return?
They always return. They always return. They're never themselves, though. He hides them in his manor for weeks at a time. Attacks. The happiness tag, as he calls it.
So the body returns, but their soul doesn't?
What's left of their soul would seems gaunt indeed.
Well, yeah, we need to know what's going on. We need to know as much about this as we can, as quick as we can, and essentially, what's going to stop this from happening? What does he
Well,
do? Does he send them off out, or is there a ritual that pulls the happiness out of them here and now?
I couldn't tell you. All I know is that for the past many years, the Markov family have have been free of this burden under the excuse that we are on our weekly wine run. We hide out down here while the Burgermaster assumes that his cellars are being refilled.
So, what caused them to move it up so fast? It wasn't supposed to happen for another couple days, was it?
True, that's true. An unwise decision, but the the nearby forest was well, the ravens, of course, flew off. In fact, it seems that you have earned yourself a place at the ravens' table. And he winks at you.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
It is now clear to us, once and for all, that you truly stand for something good in this land, and so do we. We are the Coven of Ravens. We watch over the lands of Barovia and plot the downfall of Strahd.
Well, good. What does the Burgermeister have to do with Strahd? There's got to be a link.
As far as we can tell, and our knowledge is great, Burgermaster has no connection to Strahd. He truly believes that his happiness has kept the devil at bay for 100 years, his family before him.
So, what is happening with this ritual? What is it that he believes that he is sucking the happiness out of people?
Well, those that have been suffering in the stocks for the previous week leading up to festival are gathered in the square and forced to put on a happy smile for the Burgermaster. He who fails is singled out and selected to accompany him back to his manor for personal happiness guaranteed.
Hmm. And has anyone ever broken news of what happens? For the personal happiness?
As far as the people know, they go and they return and rejoin society much, much happier. As far as we can tell, great torture is handed out by the Burgermaster. We can only assume similar to those torturous nights of the past under the cruel rule of his father.
Oh, he can't. If it is torture, he cannot be permitted to continue on. Has there been any speaking amongst the ravens of replacing the Burgermaster?
Of course, old Lady Wachter has spoken for years about overthrowing his power to those who will listen. No, none could ever prove it if you asked. We've never taken her on her offer, as even though she would be the likeliest person to take control, we mistrust her judgment and believe her to be motivated to do more to appease the devil in far less pleasurable ways than even what we experience.
So it's to replace a demon only to put a devil on the throne. There are. Go ahead.
We've largely remained neutral in the politics of the city, choosing instead to smuggle food to those in the stocks and raise morale in other ways. Beverage, the flow of wine.
So truly raising morale instead of the farce that's out there.
Indeed. If happiness truly does keep the devil at bay, then it is our family who has done the most in that regard.
Klug, Xavier, am I missing?
Yeah, I got something. Does anybody have the full notes from her fortune teller?
I do.
She mentioned, I think, something about beware of the ravens.
No, Raven, Queen of Clubs. He waits for you in a place of wisdom, warmth, and despair. Great secrets are there.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
No, in that case, I don't think you're missing anything, because that was the only piece I wanted to hear was see if there'd been some other news. You could share that we have somebody who wants to... you could share Lady Irina and our plan of power exchange, but that's not Klug's brain capacity.
We never discussed that with her.
Yeah, we did. No, with her? No, we definitely did not discuss it with Lady Irina.
I'm just going to say she's with this group. It wouldn't make sense for her to be any.
So you're going to say what, Marie?
Irina is currently with you in the room.
Okay.
And
yeah, I assumed.
She's been following along.
So she never agreed to the plan to replace her in the power position and stay in the churchyard.
That was all post-game stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so looking back at them, that does remind me though. Do you know what happened to the church?
Happened?
Apparently the ground is no longer sacred. It has been... It's no longer sanctified. It has
He draws
been...
a slow breath, and his wife, Danica. True. The bones are truly missing. You must talk to the high priest. He alone will know what has happened.
And is the high priest exempt from the ritual, the weekly ritual, or is he at the festival as well?
The priest never leaves the temple. He is there for those that wish to improve through religion, those that wish to seek a god in these times of terror. He turns none away, and for decades his sacred church has been a place protected by the holiest of protections, the consecrated bones of St. Anne.
To go find out what's happened. And this is the same priest. How long has this priest been there?
For the priest. Father Lucian Petrovich. As long as I can remember, a welcoming man, he's dedicated his entire life in the service of the Morning Lord.
And he's been a part of this church his whole life, or he became the head of the church sometime recent?
I have attended a couple of ceremonies myself. Unfortunately, the father is a bit zealous in his treatment. His opinion of the residents of Valaki is that their darker natures must be squished out in order to maintain our society.
Darker natures must be squished out.
Vanquished like a candle in the wind.
Right.
Like a candle in the wind.
His private confessional services received twice monthly. Those that partake rarely divulge what goes on there. I've never personally taken a confessional.
Go see him shortly. Is there other? Are there other ravens in this town?
Of course, the ravens see all. We permeate the woods, the keepers of the feather. Our vast network populates the entire valley. A message here, an eye there.
Is there a way to distinguish someone new to the group? An insignia, a drawing, a pendant, anything that we might be able to nonchalantly wear or display so that they know we can be trusted?
Of course. We are a secret society, and as such, of course. He draws. It's an interesting symbol. Merely draw this for any member. They will aid you in your travels. There's no handout for this symbol, so I'll just describe it.
Okay.
It's like it's a feather, and it radiates light to the points of a star. The symbol, easily enough drawn, as he's scratched it out, is a simple line with through the middle of a star with lines continuing out to the point. Kind of like the Star of David, but with a central feature.
Okay. Well, we have a lot to do in very little time to make sure that everything goes according to some kind of plan. I have to get out. We have to get out and go meet back up with Sir Davish, as well as Walks Among Stars and others. But I appreciate it. How long until you return from your reloading of the wine?
Usually takes another day or two to return. In the meantime, the inn is open to the current guests. Other patrons know that they can find their drink elsewhere.
Very well. Well, I appreciate your time and trust. We will do everything we can, and we will absolutely be back. We will see. Also, I'll try and see what else we can come up with in regards to going and finding your wine.
Yes,
in the next
as
day or two.
the actual shipments have dried up of late. The wagon should have, from last week, never arrived. We barely convinced the Burgermaster that it had indeed graced the town with renewed supply. He's sure to notice if it doesn't come again. We may have to flee.
If he's still around to notice, Klug grumbled quietly.
We will definitely try. Thank you again, and we will be in touch. Is there a rhythm or code that we can tap when we enter to be able to let you know that we're here?
We could invent one, or you can just come to the back barn door. And he gestures behind him to the large door. The room.
That would be easier.
Only trusted members ever bother knocking here. Everybody else uses the front.
All right.
And he chuckles.
We will find our way out and go join the rest of our group. And again, thank you, and we will be in touch very soon.
Let's see what Sir Davish and Tayun have been up to while this conversation was taking place.
Well, we'd can we get the
Miss
map back?
Klug.
Oh.
You've interrupted before we cut away. Successfully interrupted, I should say. Sorry.
This map doesn't have the...
Yes, Klug. Klug?
Maybe Klug put it down as a be right back message?
Wow, I've been talking with my mic off for 3 seconds.
Oops.
Sorry. Right, where were we? Okay. So after listening to the conversation, Klug kind of pops her head up and looks at Lady Irina and goes, you know, they're saying about not trusting someone who's offered power is true. The next best candidate is you.
But my brother already rules Barovia village. Surely this would just draw the Devil's Strahd closer to me should I take a public office.
Well, we mentioned that church don't need to stay in a manor to guide a people.
You heard the paladin, Sir Besteg. He said the church is no longer safe.
He also didn't seem like it was something he couldn't fix. We've seen him do much worse to much larger problems. It's something for you to think about, perhaps, and maybe your mind will be changed as things unfold.
What of the blight about to hit the southern wall?
I'm more worried about the monsters inside the wall at the moment.
Ooh.
I do not see an end where we ever successfully remain in Balaki.
Well, we shall try. And I can see a good outcome for you here if we are successful. And if we are not, then we just keep going.
Are you trying to convince her?
I'm trying
ahead.
to propose to basically show her that this is something that's possible to her and make her mind open to how people react to the tyranny and that is on the street. Basically make her more alert to the people that she would be helping if it was her town.
What does your coin say on the matter? Roll persuasion.
Roll perception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. That's not my strongest suit.
You'll do.
All right, Klug looks a little nervous handling her coin. Which one is persuasion? Oh my gosh, there. But tosses it in the air anyways.
Ooh, 14. It's not the worst roll in the world.
That's about as powerful as the conversation was going.
Kidding.
So Klug tosses a coin and catches it and it says, optimistic, but the future's unclear. I'm not exactly a soothsayer.
Yeah, you see, she takes comfort in your words. Perhaps the town could be led by a Kolian. She's contemplatively.
All right, I nod and bob my head and give her respectful space to see if we're ready to go from the other guys.
Put our evil ideas into her mind. Yes.
Everybody seems ready to go as Irina clearly brightens to the idea. All right. Let's move back to the town. All right. Now, how do you, Sir Davish and Tayun, how do you approach through the alleyway?
Well, once we get back to the town, I'll let you know.
Oh, are you not there yet?
Nope. There we go.
There we go.
Once we get to the alleyway here, I'll look at Tayun and I'll say, Doctor, stay hidden. This will either be over. This will either be over in the matter of seconds, or we'll be able to have a conversation. And I'll start.
Do you plan going in as yourself or in disguise?
No, I go in as myself.
Saves the disguise for me then.
As a speaker of Kelemvor. And I will, I'll say, you ready, Doc?
Mm-hmm.
Start walking out.
I'm gonna start circling around, sort of sticking to the side, as I cast disguise self on myself right before I pop out of the alley.
Yeah.
Make myself appear as a guard.
At this point, you can see that the procession is about to round this corner.
Well, if they started talking, well, it's still back here, isn't it? Because they were talking while we're doing this, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. We're jumping backwards in time a bit. You're right.
I was gonna say I need more time.
Yeah, you've got more time. You've got your 15 minutes.
So
Are
I'm
we
gonna.
joining them on the street or are we still in the pub?
You just walked in the pub.
You guys are forward in time from this moment. It's
Yeah.
confusing. I just got confused by my own
Okay,
logic there.
because I had a question for Tatos.
Yeah, we can wait till the next scene.
Okay.
So I'll
Hold
start
that question.
walking forward, and once the Burgermaster recognizes that I'm here, I'll address him. So I'll wait until he
All right. So as you come forward, you don't see the Burgermaster.
No?
You just see a ring of guards, and the nearest one's like, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be with the procession?"
I'm here on behalf of the Burgermaster. I was told to meet him here.
Too soon.
Hmm.
He'll arrive timely as ever, ready
Uh.
to set the effigy alight.
Well, he told me he needed to meet me before the procession got here. Where is he now?
He'll be with Isaac in his manor.
Ah. Thank you. I'll salute him. And I'll start heading towards the manor.
Okay.
Did I overhear that conversation?
Of course, yeah. And and you're trying to disguise yourself as a guard, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Alright, so I casted my spell before exiting the alleyway. I'm gonna see if I can sneak through.
Can I also get a look at the people's faces, or like see who the people are as I'm running away from that are in irons?
You're a sneaky guard?
Well, I'm trying to blend in with the crowd, like
Yeah,
I'm on a
that's
mission and I'm
deception.
supposed to be here, sort of sneaking.
Deception.
Oh,
not
deception is said?
stealth.
Okay, that'd make more sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A little better at that, too.
And what do the people look like that are bound and chained? Anybody that I recognize? Oof.
Some of them are trying really hard to smile.
Gotcha.
Others are looking dejected. You don't recognize anyone.
That was not the best roll.
Yeah.
Well, you're disguised as a guard, so.
Yeah. Let's, funny. Right. You and Sir Davish make your way away from the square.
Actually, I'm still heading over to the effigy first,
Okay.
wherever the burn pile is going to be.
So there's a clear spot in the center. There's a winch and rope waiting to hoist the effigy high into the air.
All right. How many guards are in that area, like watching the effigy?
So there's a ring, a semicircle of what looks to be the full complement of guards. You count 25.
All right.
Around the square, and if not all, each of them, there's at least one man in irons, or woman or child, to at least a pair of guards.
Are they all evenly spaced, or is there one that's slightly aside?
Sure. What do you got in mind?
I'm gonna talk him into doing something for me.
Right?
So I'm going to pull out a small pouch from my alchemy kit and walk up to this slightly aside guard.
Yeah, he's kind of leaning on his spear, casually resting against one of the small buildings nearby.
Alright. I'm gonna go up to him and be like, "Excuse me, I have to meet up with the captain soon. I was hoping you could do something for me."
Turns and looks at you and... Who are you?
I'm a new recruit, came in not long ago. That's part of why I'm supposed to be with Isaac for training. Supposed to be by his side at all times, but I have to run this errand too.
He rolls his eyes. And what is this?
Oh, we're
Gestures
just...
at the thing in your hand.
Yeah. This is just to help with the fire. We're worried that the kindling might not quite burn us spectacularly. Just needs to be sprinkled over the top of it.
He points to the back of the building behind him. That's what the cans of oil are for.
Yes.
Where did you get this task?
From Isaac and the Burgermaster himself.
He said oil would not burn?
No, the oil will be fine. This is just to add a bit of pizzazz, apparently, or make it look more spectacular.
Persuade him. Roll some persuasion.
Oops, that's the wrong one. Glad I didn't do that yet.
Well, 16's good.
There. That's nice.
Pretty good. That was pretty good. Well, guess if you insist.
Alright.
He takes the vial from you, and what do I do with it?
Just sprinkle the powder over the kindling. It should help it burn nice and brightly.
All right, and he turns and he hurries toward the setup where the winch is to
And off he goes with my powdered copper.
just
Oh, boy.
to sprinkle this powdered copper all over the kindling torch that will be used to light.
And now I'll go
the
make
record.
my way to try to meet back up with our friend
Okay,
back at the manor.
ready? You both proceed forward towards the manor door, the large arched foyer apparent before you. And as you're about to step through, we're going to cut back in time to whatever Walks Among Stars has been doing.
I'll be AFK for about 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. So my plan is to charge up the street as a rampaging brown bear, or whichever one's biggest. I think it's brown bear, and try to knock the ball into a pre-existing fire, like a torch on a sconce or a lantern that could get knocked over in a scuffle or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right. Describe this bear. What does
Yeah.
it look like?
All right. So he's going to this time he's going to go around an alley and he's going to suppress his cries.
Okay.
You can still hear some whimpers and whatnot. And then just this massive gnashing, slavering, 6-inch clawed fucking titan of a bear without any discernible marks on him. The collar and the robe are all absorbed at this point. And he's going to charge up the road. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I don't want to be seen by these guys. So, like, the procession was coming up this way. I want to catch him, like, right around here if I can. And I'll just dip into, like, maybe that alley or something, or that one to do my transformation.
All right.
My
Yeah,
color.
It
White.
goes incredibly smoothly. You suppress your agony
Mhm.
as you writhe behind the building and emerge as a glorious brown bear that goes charging off down the street in the direction of the procession.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as the people at the head of the line catch sight of you, they stop and they rub their eyes a little bit.
And a mighty roar. Just make
Yeah.
sure they know I'm real.
Everybody immediate screams as everybody just lets go. Free fall. This giant sun-like ball of wicker just tumbles from its height from their shoulders into the street. Go ahead and guess athletics. You've spotted a burning torch off to the side.
All right.
It used to be carried by a party goer, but now they're all screaming in panic.
As I try to just knock this thing into. Okay, here we go. All right. Athletics is just strength on a bear.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know what
Oh
it is.
yeah.
17, not bad.
Your massive right shoulder just charging forward, fully fully extended to the full force like a linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
As you cave in the side of the ball a little bit, and it just goes tumbling to flame.
And fire ensues. Okay.
As just as it's about to alight, massive crashing sound from the south.
Mm. Here comes the shit. Oh boy.
Party mushrooms.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All
Oh
right.
man, I look
And
down, nothing. I
everybody's-
look up, there's something.
Everybody is now synced back up in time as this rumbling crash heard by the whole town. The townspeople are in complete panic. Screams fill the air, and this giant flaming ball, as it catches, as the sparks catch, it begins to roll this way and that way, propelled by the wind as it becomes lighter as it burns.
We're gonna have to put such a fat political spin on this.
Well, they don't know it's me. It's just some random animal. It's a
Yeah,
curse.
it's just a
Strahd.
bear.
No.
Bad
political spin being,
omens.
It was disrupted. We got attacked, or they
No, it was-
attacked us because they didn't like it.
It didn't make it.
Well, let's
All
go
of
get our
nature
butts
was
kicked.
against this thing going on.
They literally, the second the thing gets lit on fire, the town comes under siege by creatures made of wood.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
Spin Doctor in session.
Okay, here we go. Do we know which one's our original little friend?
It's impossible to tell.
Oh,
from
okay,
this
we can't
distance.
tell.
You're thousands of feet away still.
You can't
from,
even see it.
from the sound. You can't even lay eyes on them yet.
We know some shit's happening.
Yeah. You're quite sure of what it is. You suspected that they were going to do this.
I'm gonna stealthily make my way back to my party members.
Okay. What are Tatos, Klug, Xavier? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna speculate that we heard a lot of screaming
Oh yeah.
and decided to leave the pub in a bit of a hurry.
You've hurried out of the pub to screams to your right and a massive crashing sound to your south.
Do we see the rest of our party?
It's a big fire in the.
You're not able to. You think you like. There's a shape down the road a bit that is enormous, but you're not sure what it is. Could be a party member.
I'm gonna beeline it down towards. I'm gonna go out and go towards the square, and
Alright.
find out down that way, and find out what's going on down in the square, because I still haven't been down there or seen what's going on.
How about you, Xavier?
Hang on a second.
Who did we lose? Klug.
Oh yeah, making my way to the Burgermaster. Time to enact plan. Alpha Leia, strike.
Yeah, I'm still trying to talk to the Burgermaster.
You're yeah.
You'll
I'm
get
gonna
your
let you.
chance. You'll get your chance to
I'm
talk
gonna
to
let
me
you
before
go
I
through
do
the
it.
door in a few moments here.
I'll be coming though.
I wanted to wait for him to come outside. I wanted to confront
Oh
him
yeah.
outside.
All right. You can just wait for him to come outside at the front door.
Correct.
I like it.
And I'm
All right,
gonna
that gives me enough
catch
time
up
to
to
get
you and
there,
pretend I've been escorting you.
I'm gonna be I want to be stalking in a bush in bear form. It's true.
You look around this well-developed town for a bush to stalk in,
Bush right there.
and you find one. It's away from the road, kind of behind the manor.
It doesn't have to be all that big, because, like, apparently, like, when you look towards me, I still have Pass Without Trace going, because I didn't take any damage. I haven't lost concentration. So, apparently, if you look in my general direction, I just look like a bear-sized bush. Essentially, I guess. I don't really know.
Fair. As long as you remain in a logical, bushy location, I don't think anybody would suspect a thing.
So I'm gonna stalk up and watch the confrontation between the paladin and the burgermaster.
What the heck did the people in the street actually see coming towards them in this case? What were they viewing when they saw this?
Oh shit!
Well,
Yeah,
I wasn't sneaking, so I don't have to sneak.
Ah, interesting.
I don't have to sneak, but I wasn't sneaking. It just makes it when I do sneak, I have +10.
See.
So it's like when I do try to be stealthy, like suddenly, like I blend in. Like I don't know how you can account for +10 in a skill. Like it's mythological. Like
All right.
So-
And as
Yeah.
Sir Davish,
so they saw the bear coming, and now the bear has just slinked off around a corner and vanished suddenly.
as
I
Sir
don't know.
Davish prepares to confront the Burgermaster, Tayun, how do you? So
I'm going to show up and first give him a nod, make sure he recognizes it's me.
Do I recognize him?
you saw him get into his
Okay,
garb.
perfect.
Right, you saw me turn into it, and then you see someone show up rather hurriedly, nod to you like he's trying to get your
Then I'll
acknowledgement.
nod back to you.
All right, and then when I get up to you, I'm gonna say, should we play this off as me being your escort then?
Yeah, I had urgent business that needed to speak with you immediately, or the Burgermaster immediately. Correct. You were trying to
Right.
stop me, saying that he can't be interrupted.
All right.
And I'll wait for the Burgermaster to come out of his house. I'll be sitting on a bench with Keanu as the guard standing next to me.
Alrighty. As a second impact can be heard, the Burgermaster, Baron Vargas, steps out of his door, flanked by two armored mastiffs and Ezek.
I'll come to attention and say, Captain, I tried to stop him.
And I'll stand up and I'll bow and I'll say, Burgermaster, it's imperative that I speak with you urgently.
He frowned deeply. Who is this? What is going on? What is all the noise? Has the effigy arrived early?
I'm afraid, sir, the south wall is currently being attacked.
Your city is under siege, Burgermaster.
I knew nothing of this. I knew nothing of this, my lord. I assure you, if there truly is an attack, it can only mean that something has gone wrong.
It seems.
What have you done? He looks straight at you, Sir Davish.
Me? I seem so insulted that you'd think that I would bring despair onto this city. I told you I have no intention on harming Wallachia or its people. I have every intention of defending it with my dying breath. So the bare minimum that you'd think that I bring despair and evil onto this people is laughable.
I'm sure of
Burgermaster.
it. I'm sure of it. You begged to return, as Isaac has explained, and then when I see you for the first time, it is terrible things you have brought to my door.
I have brought nothing to your door, Burgermaster. All I have done is come here to offer my assistance. We saw those trees south of your settlement moving and threw caution to the wind. Will it be our heads if we come back? That's fine.
More like goaded them to action.
Goaded them to action.
And he's about to snap his dogs upon you, but you get to roll persuasion to see how convincing your words are.
Oh no, I'm just going to do this, and I'm gonna. This comes with something. Okay. Where is it? Hold on.
It's hot tamale. He's getting his turnabout.
I'm gonna do this.
Some French fries.
I'm gonna cast Radiant Soul, which means that the wings sprout from my back.
Oh man.
A celestial halo comes above my head. My armor turns to gleaming white. And I float above the ground just ever so slightly. And I say, you dare insult a holy envoy here to help your people. You dare cast doubt upon that is right. Burgermaster. You dare.
Roll initiative.
How is that not going to convince him? How is that not going towards my persuasion?
He's mad. He's insane. He's.
Oh.
Yeah, I was using that to either intimidate or persuade him.
I mean, you can.
Intimidate.
You can roll intimidation if you want to, and you can roll persuasion if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure we're going to initiative.
No, well, this really didn't go the way that I was really wanting it to go then.
It didn't.
Nope, absolutely not.
17s are good though.
You know,
They are.
if he wants to attack a celestial being, he can go ahead. I wouldn't think that would be what anybody would do, but all right.
Is there anyone else around in the street right now?
Crazy, man. We've been trying to establish that he's nuts.
Totally off his rocker.
I understand that, but he's
That's why
crazy.
and that, my friend, is why you got a bear in the bushes.
But he's
Back
crazy.
up.
He's so here's where my line of thinking was going. He's crazy.
Brother Bush Bear.
So he's crazy, right?
So
Right.
Someone who is a celestial being that comes down and says, "Hey, by the way, you know, I'm here to help you,"
yeah,
and then
Well,
exposes themselves as a celestial being, wouldn't they be like, "Oh shit, I was right. The rituals did work. You're here to help." Wouldn't that be their line of thinking?
okay, yeah. But
here's
you
the
Or
know,
they're
thing.
crazy.
Here's the thing. This man believes himself to be the hand of God.
All right, well, I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Wow.
Let's roll initiative.
Yeah. So it's a challenge to his own power then.
balance his power.
And your intimidation is successful, and he runs back into his house, dropping the leads to his dogs, setting them upon you.
He's gonna run to his house.
Yeah, he
Ooh.
runs into his house. He's
He's gonna leave the dogs out front.
oh yeah. And
Ooh,
he's-
well, I think you can handle a couple of dogs.
oh yeah. Roll initiative.
I'm just going to float 30 feet above the ground. They can do whatever they want.
This guy.
They're looking for the nearest target. Everybody around here roll initiative.
All right. Well, we need tokens.
Oh, does nobody see the party token?
Well, we have the party
we
token.
found
but no
token.
three
yeah,
of
we-
us.
yeah. Who is here?
Satan and the angel.
It's the plague doctor, the bear, and man with sword. So currently
Oh yeah.
Oh,
they're-
and
You were
Isaac.
pretending to be a bush, correct?
recovery.
Were you around the corner pretending to be a bush? Or
Yeah,
were
Can
you-
you
well-
guys fill me in how we got here? Because my
Were you,
computer
like-
dumped me for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think I could
yeah.
get up. I
So,
could get up that close. I could get up that close.
what was the last thing you heard there, Luke? Before you.
Walked out into the plaza. There was fire up one street. First big crash, and that was it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all that's happened.
Okay.
So, After the crash, the Burgermaster raced out of his house with his mastiffs and Ezek to see what's happening, and Sir Davish questioned the reasoning behind the attack, and the Baron was clearly convinced that Sir Davish was the cause, and when Sir Davish revealed to him that he couldn't possibly be the cause because he was indeed a celestial being, his mind snapped, and he ran in fear for his own life,
Sicked his dogs on it.
and didn't really sick his dogs. He just released 2 feral mastiffs.
Well, wait a minute.
All right.
Now,
Thanks for the quick catch up.
Because that's confusing. Because like, you can't have a feral beast that wears armor.
Yeah, sir. So feral as in they are incredibly dangerous.
They're upset.
And they know when their master's upset, and they
Yeah.
are violent creatures. They've been trained to violence.
Okay.
Cruelty and violence is all they know.
They haven't been given the order of attack, but they're on edge. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we're left with Isaac and initiative. Then
Ezek,
Isaac.
he hasn't drawn his sword.
All right. So are we in initiative or not?
I mean, the dogs are gonna attack you. Yeah.
The dogs are going to attack. Okay.
Right.
So I still don't see Sir Davish's token. I guess he could use party token. No. Okay, there it is. All right. Man, my guy still doesn't have sight.
That's really fucked up. I don't know why that is. It's like I have to edit the token every time or something. Wait, what just happened?
I don't know. It's gone now.
But
There's a token.
Oh, I see 2 tokens.
Oh, well, shit is
Maybe I'll get on. Maybe I'll get on here in between one of these sessions and try to fix my token. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was because we both set it up and something went wrong. In that, I don't know what happened. And it's not supposed to be this hard. It's really not. I mean, Roll20 has been a bit janky, but it's not supposed to be this hard.
I tried to do lighting earlier too, and it was just impossibly hard. Nothing made any sense.
Should I re-roll my initiative properly?
Yeah, you have to click on your token before initiative.
Yeah, I
Gotta
messed it
click
up
your-
earlier. I tried using the party token and that didn't.
I still don't have sight, but I'll roll initiative.
Working on it.
21's not bad.
How about now?
Nope.
Then
How about now?
No.
that worked.
How about now?
No.
Clue how to do it then. Technical difficulties.
That's okay. Just give me a
Oh.
party token and I'll control both.
Your
Mine.
settings changed all of a sudden. Did you try to change them?
I have not changed anything now.
So
I'm still in player mode. I haven't left it.
fucking weird, man.
Yeah. I'll look at it. I've been meaning to. I just hadn't. I'll look at it later.
Emits light, has sight. All players see said light. That isn't even necessary.
Is it associated to me? Is my character sheet associated to me?
I mean, I dragged your character sheet right onto the board.
Like when you open up my character sheet and you hit edit, does it have me have edit privileges on there? I mean, obviously I do because I'm using it, but I don't even know why I'm asking that. I'm using it. Clearly, I do have edit privileges.
How about now?
No sight. It's okay, man. It's all right. Let's just do this. Maybe if I can get a yeah, thanks. That one. I'll see by that one and play with the other. No problem. Everything else works perfectly, so I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yep, I don't know either.
All right.
Pressed every button that said has sight or emits light. It worked. Alrighty.
Now I can see.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. All obstacles in
All right.
my way.
Walks Among Stars, you have the first move.
Okay. Can you... There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, having seen things... Oh, now this puts me in a precarious position. So... I've seen Sir Davish. All right, so I know what a fucking mastiff is, right? Like how, like in my character's estimation, how much of a threat are these two animals?
Good question.
To Sir Davish, who I've seen fight.
Not a threat.
Not a threat.
By the way, neither of you have seen my true form, by the way.
This is the first time. Yes, I
Yeah.
duly noted. Duly noted. Man's with sword now is man with wings.
Man with wing. Fair.
That's awesome.
All right. So I'm gonna start traveling around. How big are these windows?
A bear could not fit through any of them.
Okay, so just all right.
Didn't you already have a rapport with these mastiffs?
Well, I did, but I don't want to identify myself because there's a report. There's a report now. If I show up as a wild bear menacing the Burgermaster, I'm still just a wild bear Burgermaster. Fucking with the Burgermaster. That could be explained by various different intrigues that we could come up with, lies and whatnot. But if I come out there and Isaac here finds out that I'm the bear that fucked up the ball, then the Burgermaster could find that out. I don't know. I don't like that outcome. So I want to.
There is a back door that you'd
Yeah.
probably remember.
Yeah, and I have cased the building, so I do know about that back door. Can I get through that back door as a bear form? I've seen it before.
You're pretty far from the back door.
I am. It took me a little while to walk around. It sounds like
You could squeeze your way through any of the doors in this massive house.
you could squeeze yourself through any of the doors in this massive house. All right, I'm gonna make my way around to the back. So, bear has
What's your speed as
40 speed, so I can't see anymore.
What?
You move the token across a line, so there's a line drawn
Got it.
here.
I think that's it. Yeah? You can
Yeah.
see it?
You got it correct. So that's 40. I could go twice that. I'm gonna drop it 40. Now I've managed to get there. We go. Okay. So I could go another 40 and not be hiding at this point because I'd be dashing, of course.
That's fine. Yeah, you
I'll do it. So yeah, I'll make it there next. I'll make it to that door next turn. Okay. Walks Among Stars sees his opportunity. It's the time to attack. Makes way for the back door.
The mastiff nearest to you, Sir Davish.
I'm 30 feet in the air.
Alright.
Well,
Sorry, Doc.
I mean,
Why have you done this to me?
we have
that's
wouldn't attack a
interesting
guard
because
with
you
it.
haven't yet had a turn with which to ascend into the air.
I was trying to intimidate him.
How far off the ground did you go during your speech? You're saying? You said you ascended off the ground during your speech?
Yeah, I ascended off my ground. Here's what I was imagining. I was imagining him standing at the door. I wanted to turn into the angel. I wanted to ascend into the air, and I wanted to be like, look, your savior. I'm going to help you with this, and lull him to a false sense of security. So I'd be like 20 to 30 feet off the ground.
I'm gonna allow you 6 feet off the ground before he turned in terror. And there's gonna be just enough space for that mastiff to try to at least jump, bite your leg,
Nibble your toes.
nibble your toes.
Maybe.
Okay.
Twinkle toes. See it.
Yeah, it as it runs forward, its chain gets caught in the door jamb as it closes,
Poor
and its
puppy.
neck snaps backwards. Dead.
Did he natural one this or something?
It nat one its
Killed
strength.
itself.
Yeah, it nat one its jump
Nice. All right.
to try to catch your leg, and it
Fair
killed
enough.
itself on its own lead.
All right.
Come on.
Well,
Come on, you got a real good cop, bad cop opportunity going on here. There's a rampaging bear about to breach the back of this house. We can do it. We can do it.
Who's next? The doc. You're next as you witness the dog snap its own neck in mid-air,
Poor
Alright.
dog.
lunging forward.
I will call out to our Captain Isaac over there, and I'll
Mhm.
say, Isaac, with me. We have to be beside the Burgermaster.
And he draws his sword, attempts to run you through.
Oh, Isaac is showing his hand. Good. Sorry, Tatos. I think we're about to kill your bestie here. That sucks. Sucks for him.
who called it?
Guards, do not give the orders here.
All right.
Sir
Seeing that it-
Besteg is
that-
is. Yeah,
Since he's coming at me, I should
Well,
drop my
what was he gonna
disguise then.
What was he going to say?
I was gonna tell him to
You
come with
might
me.
never know. He was interrupted.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop my
Okay,
disguise
then.
then.
All right.
Like, immediately.
You're dropping your disguise, and he pauses mid thrust.
All right, and then
Why he would run his own. That's interesting.
I'm gonna use intimidation to have him remember who I am.
Do so.
I'll be like, Isaac, you wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Sounds like persuasion to me.
Is he meant to be in the initiative?
Yeah, he wasn't in initiative until he was prompted to become so by the doc.
Just jumped right into the mix.
So persuasion instead?
Yeah.
Strange that he would just go for the sword immediately.
Not really, because he's aware of all the town's guard.
Well, okay, so he
He
thinks
is the captain.
he sees an imposter. He sees an imposter, and then just goes to strike him or
An
something.
imposter that tries to befriend him. Yeah.
I guess. I guess so. Sorry, I dropped something and that was loud.
All right.
Not the
Legion of 9. He pauses for a second as you wipe your face free of some makeup and drag the guard's helmet off so that he can get a clearer look. And he's like,
well, it's all magic. It's just dispelled.
"Oh, you've dispelled the spell completely and
Yep.
abandoned it. All right. So let me see exactly what's going to happen here.
Makeup wouldn't work on this outfit, anyways.
Yeah. So you're like his sword point comes up to your neck as it was about to take action, and his left arm swings down, and he stops for a second. And he's like, Tayun, you had me fooled. I thought for sure this was a situation that called for no witnesses. He turns to Sir Davish. The Burgermaster will not be manipulated or convinced of your greatness. Your only saving grace, he was willing to extend an invitation to the festival upon this day. Seeing as the festival is now ruined, fear you might have to do a little better than walking, if you know what I mean.
Yep. That's why we need to pursue him before it gets too far hunkered in there.
Well, that's
and he turns in the same motion and backhands the second mastiff with his sword.
No, he's gonna attack him. It's a coup. It's happening right now.
He's gonna kill it. He's gonna kill it if he can.
Should drop the disguise first.
All right, then you're up next, there.
Oh yeah, it's dead on the first strike, and the second one cuts its head off.
Oh, geez, Louise, little.
All right, then I'm going to say,
clear bloodlust in his eyes.
Secure the town guard. Make ready to defend the city. I'll take care of the Burgermaster. I'm going to fly through the second-story window.
Aye, the smashing, and he runs south, away.
Unlocked.
I flew through the second-story window.
No, I'm asking for myself.
Oh.
You're right.
The only people left in initiative. Where did initiative go?
You gotta open it back up. If you close it, it closes it for everybody. It's in the left. There's like a little one of the things shows the initiative marker.
The only people left in initiative at this point are Tayun, Sir Davish,
Walks
Among Stars.
Like, we don't need to be in initiative.
Oh.
And yeah, there's just a fleeing Burgermaster left.
Yeah, I'm going to go right here. I fly into here because that's where this window is.
I'm coming in through the front door.
And I'm coming in through the back.
There's no way he's going to be downstairs.
Ooh.
Well, maybe he's trying to run out through the back door. Who knows?
As just do a montage here. You've got him pretty well cornered. So the Baron frantically running through the front door. Moments later, hears something forcing its way viciously through the back door, and the cook screams in terror. So he chooses the stairs, only to meet Sir Davish as he comes through the window. Go ahead and describe how you...
Oh, you're coming through right here?
Yeah.
Boom.
Go ahead and describe how you take him.
So he's right here. Can you move my token to the next level, please?
We can display it with tokens.
Yeah.
For sure. Where's your token?
It's right here.
There. Yeah. You just smash through that window.
So I smash through, and I have him grappled now. So I kind of like smash through, and I see him, so I grab him, and he is leaning over the banister, and I'll see him kind of like going for his sword, so I'll just unsheath his sword and throw it down the staircase, just disarm him, and I'll have him just leaning over the banister, and I'll say, "It looks like, Burgermaster, that you are unfit for duty, and we will have to find a replacement to run this city instead of sacrificing its people to the devil."
Unhand me! I alone protect our citizens.
I'm gonna
from
punch
the
him in the
devil's
face.
Strahd.
I'm just gonna
All right, go ahead and roll your strength.
Yeah, I'm just gonna unhand it. I'm just gonna open-handed try and just knock his ass out.
Okay, yeah. Strength check.
Going for kick, quick. Kick. Oh, goddamn.
God.
Does anybody have inspiration?
Can I have inspiration?
That is really unfortunate.
I do.
I don't have it.
I mean, if I was around, I could put him to sleep.
Could I use the inspirations there?
I don't
Same.
have it. I don't have it to
Huh?
give.
I
Emily
have
has it.
inspiration too.
Can I have inspirations, Emily?
Okay, you can have inspirations. I don't know how this works. Besides, I said point at you and say inspiration.
Perfect.
You just uncheck your inspiration box.
16.
Better.
To
Better.
open palm slap to the face.
All right.
Just
16.
A celestial slap.
celestial slap. That's the new thing. It's gonna be a new sex move.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to open palm slap him right at the base of the jaw because there's a nerve there that'll actually knock you unconscious.
Interesting. Yeah, you got him.
Is that why you went to medicine? Just so
You
you could
got
learn
him.
how to do this stuff?
The heel of your palm just comes right across the side of his face. Perfect. Perfectly aimed.
The last thing he remembers is this big angel just slapping his face.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you. Piece of shit, Burgermaster.
Oh yeah.
As you flew through the window, your heel caught him in the chest, and your left hand disarmed him, and your right hand rendered him unconscious.
All right.
Poof.
Ugh.
Then a fucking rampaging bear and a plague doctor come hurling themselves up the stairs.
And the plague doctor says, "Oh shit, a bear!"
Yeah, and Strahd goes, ah, fuck.
So an angel, a plague doctor, and a bear walk into a house.
Waiting for the punchline.
Oh no,
Yeah, it was the Burgermaster's face. That was the punchline.
It was a shit burger, master.
Quick break. Quick B. Okay.
Yeah, we can take 5.
Well, is there a way that you signify that that's you? There's Walks Among Stars.
One thing about Walks Among Stars when he changes is his distinctive yellow cat eyes never change. So if you get a look at the bear's eyes, you'll
Okay.
recognize your companion.
I
Are
will.
you your collar, your massive?
No, I absorbed
He
it.
absorbed
I
it.
didn't want to be
Okay.
identified.
All right.
I absorbed it.
So I'll take a look at the cat eyes and I'll go, oh, thank Christ. Or no, oh, thank Kellamvor.
Good save.
All right. Break.
I have no idea, and I'm just gonna try to get right back out the front door. Oh!
All right.
Yeah, okay, so we got the Burgermaster. So I found actually I'd probably make it up to the stair, and then gosh, man, like what would it look like for him to go back? So I think the bear would just split apart at the seams, and he would just stand
dissipates.
up out of the gory furry mess.
Nice.
Even as it just begins to like rot away in like super quick speed.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll stand up in his full garb with his chain, big chain around his neck or whatever, the collar. And he'll look at you and he'll say, "You've taken the Burgermaster.
As
Very
my
good man with wings. Very good."
as my wings dissipate, I'll just kind of let him fall to the floor, and I'll go. Sometimes I just hate people.
The tall man will step forward. He'll lean down at the Sir Davish's feet, and he'll pick the Burgermaster up, put him over his shoulder, and he'll stand back up, look you square in the eye, and he'll say, "As do I. Come, I found a place where we could stow the Burgermaster." And I'll start walking down around the hall. I'm gonna head up to that trap door I found into the ceiling.
Yeah, and I'm gonna follow you guys, remarking, "What the gods have I gotten myself into?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's the man's wife?
As you come past here,
Mm-hmm.
you remember the metal banded door with a deadbolt on the outside at the end of the hall.
There was a metal bounded door with a deadbolt on the outside.
You remark of that?
It's not where I was going to go, but he'll stop as he gets to this intersection, and it'll dawn on him that he did see that other door, and he'll ruffle through the Burgermaster's pants looking for keys.
Well, if it's a deadbolt, it's just the
Giant
little.
ring of keys. In there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little
He'll look
switch.
to you, man with wings.
Hmm.
Second thought. Perhaps this will be a better avenue. And he'll go up towards that door.
I'll follow and I'll unlock the door for you.
Yeah, he'll hand you the keys.
All right. As you unlock the door, familiar scent fills your nostrils of blood.
Ooh.
And chained to the wall within, there's just a
A what?
bloodied, beaten.
Shit. We never took that break. That's okay. What is it? What are we seeing? A bloody beat? What?
Man.
There's a man.
Is my words not coming through very clear?
It was not.
Yeah, they're breaking out every
They're
once
breaking
in a while.
out?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
There's a man's.
There is a man who's. What else is going on in this room? What kind of room is this?
It's. Cannot everybody see? Only one person can see.
Yeah, I mean, I can see, but like
The description.
there's like manacles, but like, what is the room like?
Oh yeah, it's a super small dungeon-like room.
Like a hole, like a torture chamber, and a hole in the same room.
There are just lacerations of whips
Mhm.
all over his body and cuts from knives on his face and chest.
Who's this man's?
I'll say, man with wings. Free that man so that we can put the Burgermaster in his place.
He's like slumped forward against the tension of the chains, totally passed out.
I'll check for a pulse.
We will tend to the man's wounds once he is free.
Okay. As I'm freeing him, is there a pulse?
Yeah.
Okay. I will drag him away from the manacles, and we'll put the Burgermaster in the manacles.
Yeah, blood rushes back into his hands as they are freed.
And I will cast Lay on Hands.
Oh, yeah.
I'll use some of the Burgermaster's own clothing to fashion a substantial gag.
There you go.
Roll your lay on hands there. What did you get?
That doesn't roll. I just have a pool.
Oh
that I
yeah.
can
How many? What amount of hit points did you choose?
So what's the?
Utilize?
So what do I feel this person's vitality is? Like,
oh, it is near 0. As you trickle a few hit points in, you can feel him healing incredibly quickly.
all right, I'll do. What does his neck look like before I heal him?
Maybe. Why not? Can you do it as many times as you want, or do you only have a certain amount of time?
I have a certain amount of pool.
Cool.
Yeah,
And
it's a resource you can spend. An amount of healing.
As soon as you hit your 4th expended hit point, you can see that your magic is no longer merely reviving this man, but wiping away.
Well,
fantastical.
So, I asked a question.
I'm sorry, guys, I'm going.
Yeah, that's fine.
Before we go on break, I asked a question.
What was the question?
What does his neck look like? Were there anything wrong with his neck, like a bite mark?
Wrong with his neck?
No.
No, just cuts
Okay,
on his
then I'll
face and chest.
dump 5 hit points into him, and let's go on break. We'll figure out this man's identity after break.